Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in for another video. Thank you for the previous likes and shares that you would have given to the other videos that I have on my channel. And today I want to talk about education, learning, and the different things that can impact your child or affect their thriving and learning. And what I wanted to talk about is the factor that yes, there are government schools. Government schools are free. Everyone deserves to get free education. And what I want to point out and share is that depending on the size of a government school and the needs of your child, a government school may not be the right fit for your child. Or the school may have 20 something, as in, so some classes may have 25, 30, 33 children. If your child is struggling, your child would not thrive in that environment. The teacher would teach, and the runners or the high performing students grasp the concept and runs with it, and your child is still struggling there, only being able to say A for A, while the thriving and high performing students can tell you F goes, G goes, and all the way up there. And there may be instances, do not come for me in the comment section, where it is that the teacher runs with those F, G, H, I, J, K and the A, A, looking at the A and can't tell it as A or tell it that's A, is left behind struggling. And when I'm saying that, there are also the government schools that are small, so your child could get that one-on-one hands-on experience. You may find those schools in rural areas, but if you are living in an urban suburban area and the schools ram out, and I'm saying to me, Gopalans ram out 25 students up in the class, your child's gonna struggle. Even if it is that you're sending them to after school class, the evening class teacher may not be on the same concept or the same topic as the teacher in school. So therefore your child has no reinforcement of what the teacher would have taught in school being done in the evening classes. Some persons might say, well, I send my child evening classes and think that's enough. It is not enough. You still have to put in your work to do revision in the afternoon. Sometimes a private school would be a better fit for your child that has a smaller student ratio, a smaller student population. And I'm saying this because I would have interacted and spoken with different persons, parents that may have transferred their children, parents that may have moved their children. So how is the child going? How is the child performing? How is the child thriving? And they would tell you, well, they're doing a whole lot better. Reasons being is that there's only 9 students in the class. It's only 5 students in the class. It may cost you because you have to pay. But at the end of the day, your child is thriving and performing and meeting the milestones because they are able to get that one-on-one interactive session. The teacher will use differentiated instructions, so therefore she may say, all right, come Katie, do these 3 sums for me and you'll do these next 3 for homework. She may have the other one that's pushing a bit more. She'll say, all right, come do these 4 for me and you'll do these next 2 or these next 4 for homework. And there's little Sammy in the corner there that we say, Sammy boy, come let me fight with this one. And once we get this one, we got to go. High five, Sammy, you got it correct. Everybody needs to know, everyone needs to identify, everyone needs to understand the learning curves and the learning needs of their child. Being in denial is stifling your child and holding back your child from performing and reaching their academic milestones. There's another thing that's called concession. That's a whole nother video that I'm going to talk about, because I'm realizing that some parents are not aware that this is available to them to help their child to succeed and excel. Remind me in the comment section if you see me taking too long to talk about what is a concession. And what I also want to mention, sometimes, because I recently found this out, the birthing experience that you, the parents, and the infant would have gone through, your child would have gone through, could also impact developmental delays, academic delays, academic performance. Because if it is that you do a natural birth delivery and the child goes up to term, there's not much challenge that your child would encounter. But if it is that you had an emergency section, you had a C-section, surgery past there, different drugs, different medications, the impact and the experience is different on you, the mother, and the unborn child. And especially if it's a preemie, where it is that the brain would not have fully developed, there could be delayed learning further down. So the child could be thriving in preschool, performing at that par, no problem. Infants shooting for the stars, aiming high, touching the moon, Saturn, Uranus, everybody up there. And then boom, child reach junior school, standard 1, standard 2, and you're like, where the A's that was flying out of this child gone? As we go up the ladder in education and academics, the work becomes more challenging, the work becomes harder. Sometimes the child might have an overload of the brain and can't function no more. That's a totally different story. I am not a specialist, but you have to observe your child. Lie down, reflect, and think about how was this child performing then versus how are they performing now. What are the things that would have changed within the home, within the life, within... You might think it's a minor thing, as in, well, I bought them a new pair of socks. It's more than a new pair of socks. The fabric might be a discomfort. The color might be a trigger. You have to know. So I just wanted to let parents know that even though there are government schools out there and the government schools offer free education, sometimes it may not be a fit for your child. So you have to look at it, you have to assess it, you have to analyze your child and decide, what can I do for my child and what would be the best decision that I can make to improve my child's academic performance. Don't be in denial. Seek guidance, seek counsel where necessary. Explore options and make that decision. Because noise impacts and affects learning. And some children cannot thrive and learn in a noisy environment. So that's my tidbit to share today. Remember to like, share, subscribe. I will be doing a few more videos before the end of the year as we're winding down to the end of this school term. Yes, and we're gonna be going into 2025, which is pace and tempo for me with the class that I have currently. So that's it for now. Thank you for sharing and see you all again in another video. Bye everyone.